in the video? Because I'm gonna play it again.
Women so heavy these past years. Podcasters, online.
Start from the beginning.
But the
Start from the
first
beginning.
reason is that they are. So why is we on women so heavy these past years? Podcasters, online. I think the first reason is that they are not used to being held accountable without excuses behind it, and people kind of waking up now. That's one thing. The second thing is talking about men only all these years have not did anything to help the community or bring some type of awareness of what can we do better as a whole. I mean, even with that, like it's just only been stuck as far as only in barbershops and, you know, girls getting mad at girls. That's the only time they held each other accountable for the most part. The main one of them all is these kids, man. The women is the main ones that's holding majority of these kids. Even if we talking about these messed up men and stuff, they don't even have the kids. You know, they need to be around them, of course, but shoot, I mean, it's just about them pickings at the beginning. So that's why we bringing in awareness. So why?
James, you said facts to what? What did he say that was a fact in there? I didn't hear one fact.
I'm glad you didn't. I did.
Yeah, what's the fact?
I felt like I agreed with something he said. That's a fact.
Which one? What part?
The part that I agreed with.
What part is it, James? What did he say?
It don't matter. You don't agree with none of them.
Sir, what part did you agree with, James? This is crazy. It's like this is literally talking to a child. What part
One
did
of
you
the
agree
ones
with?
you didn't.
What part did you agree? This is stupid. Do you not remember? Just say I don't remember. That's fine.
I don't remember.
Okay. I don't know why y'all always play these dumb games. I just asked you a question.
I did hear you say that in Japan, they have a culture of teaching people not to steal. Is that correct?
Yeah. In Japan, they don't. They're not.
So,
yeah, they don't.
based on that statement, would you say
practice.
that bringing other cultures' ideas here would help our culture?
Of course.
Okay, that's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah, humans are very. We're alike. You know what I mean?
Mimi over here? What? Not Mimi over here. What? I would. You know what's so funny though? I'm thinking about this. this how it's so bold, man. Because I can imagine if I had that video about man, ain't nobody would have said nothing. I wouldn't have been getting 100 questions. What do you mean and all this other stuff. I think. So I want to ask you this because this is really getting to me. Do you really think a lot of women is innocent or something?
Yeah.
I hardly hear you say anything, and I'm not trying to mess your. Hold up, real quick, James. Hold up, James. Hold up, brother. I'm trying to ask because I'm not trying to mess your situation up, but I don't know. I think you more on trying to hold man accountable. But
go ahead.
But
say it again.
No, I'm just trying to see. Like, dang, it just seemed like it seemed like you think women is innocent or something. I don't know, because like, soon as I say anything about, but nobody be around when I say something about the man. When I tell them they need a discipline.
Wait? What's going on? You said you think I'm not hiding it. When it comes to oppression, women are innocent because women can't oppress themselves. There's no two ways when it comes to oppression. Women aren't oppressing us, and we're oppressing them. We are oppressing them. So yeah, they are innocent. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's dumb when men try to be like, it go both ways. How can both parties be abusing each other simultaneously, Kev? How does that work? How can men be abusing women and women abusing men at the same time?
So if a woman snapped on you, you saying, oh, she's innocent because she's oppressed.
Kev, listen to what I'm saying. Don't listen to respond. Don't listen to respond. Right? Listen to what I just said. I'm not talking about a woman or a group of women or whatever the case may be doing something to me personally or doing something to each other on an interpersonal level. That's not what we're talking about. I said when it comes to oppression, which is a systemic thing, right? You understand what I'm saying right now? Like racism, like the system of racism, right? When we talk about oppression, the patriarchy, misogyny, things of that nature, women are innocent. Children are innocent. What have they done? They're not oppressing us. We are the ruling class. Men are the ruling class all over the world. We're the ruling class. And in almost every single society that I can think of,
the whites are the ruling class. I thought it was a white tee man. Why you throwing us in it? I thought
In
we was oppressed
America,
ourselves.
sir. In America, white men are at the top of the patriarchy overall. In the black
Is that yours?
neighborhood, hold on. In the black neighborhood, black men are at the top of the
Why you
patriarchy,
got it?
right?
But this ain't your yard, and I asked you a question. Why don't you put that back?
Hold on, James.
I'm
James
not
talking.
asking you. You need to put that back. Okay, but it's not on your.
James sound like he's about to get active.
Boy.
Yeah, so yeah. Don't try to exclude black men from it. Black men are definitely a part of it, because the same way you can say, brother, you can say this about poor white men. Not all white men created the patriarchy. They didn't. Not all white men created racism. They didn't. But they uphold it. The same way black men uphold the patriarchy in our neighborhood, to our women, to our children, to other black men, to LGBTQIA folk. That's what we do.
All right, so
part of the problem.
Let's get on this now. Let's talk about this now, since you done gave me 100 questions. So all right, let's talk about unless I know this about to activate the room, but hey, so impressed? Would you say oppressed though? Like, in what ways? What ways are we impressed, especially in America?
Economically, and politically, the two biggest ways to be oppressed, and socially.
Yeah, because did you look? Because I just did it live on this and talked about this, or I actually seen somebody. You know the real definition of oppressed, right? Because I don't think that even happens with Americans. We more privileged than anything. Even our bums are privileged. That's the crazy part. They can find some food other people can't outside of America, though. That's a flat out fact.
Oppression isn't compared. Oppression is relative to where you're at. So, for an example, if in your country, everybody or white tea people white tea people can own businesses and drive, and black people can't, then that's oppression in that country. So you can't compare what's happening in America to Mexico. That doesn't make sense.
So LeBron James is oppressed, huh?
LeBron James is oppressed because every black person is oppressed. Because you don't know, just because Oprah is oppressed. Oprah will tell you. Oprah went to LeBron James, for an example. If LeBron James was white, Kev, do you think LeBron James would be the biggest basketball player of all time? Do you think there would be any dispute that he was the greatest basketball player of all time if he was a white team man?
I think no. Yeah, no.
If LeBron James was a white team man, he would be considered the greatest basketball player of all time. I guarantee you, without a doubt.
He would? Because I thought it was more of a black sport because I don't notice our faces being in front like Michael Jordan and stuff.
We are the product. We're not the people who consume it, though. We're not the business people. We don't own it. We're the product, though, right? So I'll give you another example. If the same way Eminem is considered the greatest rapper by most people in America.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
Eminem is considered the greatest rapper in America. I bet you. Eminem is considered the greatest rapper in America to most people. Not most black people, but most people. I guarantee you that. Because black people are not the majority in this country. Black people only make up 15% of the population, right? White people make up roughly about 67% of the population. So if you polled every American about who the greatest rapper was, I almost guarantee you Eminem is going to come out on top.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
So with that said, is it also safe to say that if LeBron James was not a black man, he was a white team man. If he's worth $1 billion, do you think he would be worth the same amount of money or exponentially more money than he's worth right now? You think he would have the same opportunities or exponentially more opportunities if he was a white team man?
That's a hard. I want to say yeah, but I feel like that we sell. I think we the face though, low key. Right. Because they want to mix the crowd in. Just think about it. If it was a white tee man, like why would some black people buy some white tee shoes? You know what I'm saying? I think they want to mix the crowd in.
And this is why I hate having these conversations, because I feel like right now you're just lying. Because there's no way, you know, brother, in this country, if LeBron James was a white tee man, that he would be regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time by the majority of people in this country. They be telling us Larry Bird is top 3 and stuff. What are you talking about? I've heard
Larry Bird
now,
was a
I
monster,
grew up
bro.
watching Larry Bird. I think Larry Bird is great. I think Larry
Larry
Bird is
Bird was a monster.
If you was ever gonna throw any non-black player in there, it would be Larry Bird and Jerry West. Them would be the 2 white boys you can put up there for me, right? But LeBron, Kobe,
John
Magic,
Stockton.
Duncan, Shaq, get the hell out of here. I love Larry Bird, but get the hell out of here. Stop it. Kareem, Wilt, Bill, you're not gonna do that to me. But he's a white T man. He's a white T man. So he gets extra. Same thing with Eminem. Eminem gets extra credit for being a white T man. Why you don't think it's convenient that the greatest selling rapper of all time is a white T man? You don't think that that's odd? You think it's just because of
It doesn't have to mean nothing that he's the greatest rapper in the world.
Huh?
I mean, he's the man behind that pen.
Eminem is it's subjective, but to me, there's no way that Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time. It's impossible.
I think swag and stuff kind of.
You can have that
swag
opinion.
And stuff
that's
is what
a debate that goes on daily.
Yeah, I got you. But I'm just saying that I've looked at like comprehensive like research on this, his rhyme schemes, how he rap. This is what I do. Like when it comes to this rap shit, Eminem is not he's not the most technical rapper. He doesn't use the most like
we got multiple rappers that are considered in the top that will tell you Eminem's that man. Busta Rhymes will tell you Eminem's that man.
No. I don't care. I'm telling you, Eminem's.
I mean, that's your opinion. That's a completely opinionated topic.
But hold on, James. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't want to get into the weeds. I'm saying the reason why Eminem is where he's at is because he is a white T man. Because before Eminem, there was Redman. Before Eminem, there was Redman, and Redman is a freaking underground rap artist. For the most part, Redman is an underground rapper. I don't think Redman has ever sold more than 500,000 copies on any given album.
Papoose is an underground rap artist.
James, you're not saying nothing, brother. I get this, but my point was, Eminem gets a pass because he's white. Larry Bird they get elevated because of their skin complexion, their skin tone, their phenotype. The same way that men get elevated
because of their skin complexion in a normally black dominated area. You are correct.
James, be quiet.
You are correct.
I got you. And the same way men get elevated.
No, I was agreeing with you. Why should I have to be quiet?
I'm not asking for you to talk right now, though. What's going on? Just be quiet for a second. So the same way that I
was just agreeing with you, bro.
All right, brother. You want to I gotta drop you, James? Can you be quiet or?
The same way Serena Williams and Venus Williams got elevated when they was playing in a white T sport.
They didn't get elevated. See how stupid that is? You didn't watch them.
Oh my God, bro. Stop.
You stop. Serena.
What do you mean I didn't watch them? I watched their whole careers, bro.
they were telling us for 10 years. Hold on. Shut up, bro. Be quiet. They were telling us for 10 years that Natasha Sharapova was going to dethrone Serena. There was always a great white hope that was supposed to be better than Venus, better than Serena. They was making more money than her. Go look at the endorsements that they were making. What are you talking about? They didn't elevate them. They did the same thing they did. I'm so happy you mentioned them. That is even the best example. Serena and Venus. I think Serena is the greatest athlete of all time. Personally, I think she's the greatest athlete of all time. Like y'all can argue with your man. You can say, I don't give a fuck. I think Serena. I've never seen anything like Serena. Closest I got is probably Tiger, maybe. But Serena, by far the most, and now you can say, what's the old girl, Simone Biles, right? Them probably the 2 greatest athletes of all time. Simone Biles and Serena Williams, right? So once another athlete, if she was a white woman, how high would her status be? Serena Williams, if she was Natasha Sharapova, or whatever her name is, if she was Sharapova, bro, she would be a trillionaire. I'm not even exaggerating. She would be worth $3 billion. Everything that Serena and Venus did was in spite of them being black. They were.
Can I speak on that with you real quick? Is that okay?
That's how great they are, and that's how great LeBron James is, and that's how great Kobe is, and that's how great black people.
A perfect example of what you're talking about right now is what's going to happen at the end of this WNBA when everybody knows that Angel Reese should get that Rookie of the Year, and the way they're pumping Caitlin Clark.
Cool. Exactly.
I'm with you on that, bro. And I live where Caitlin Clark was, but I also did lively see the difference in just the city I was in that came when Caitlin Clark was playing. Yeah. I did see that live.
The more I keep thinking about this,
it was on TV. But Angel Reese needs to win that because her overall play this season has been better.
Hold on, James. We getting lost in the weeds, brother. I don't even care.
Right.
I got you.
So let me just say this real quick, because I keep thinking on this. The reason why I just can't kind of agree with you if they was YT, because like I think it's just our swag and stuff, like low key our swag, the stuff they trying to copy. Like I even think they got the fat booties from women. You know, that's why women got the BB. They trying to get BBLs and all this other stuff. I think that came from black people. So stuff like that, our swag, a lot of swag came from us. So I think just like we always be talking about, well, they took this from us and stole it from us. Yeah, they found more stuff. That's why we the image of most of these things. So I can't really agree that if they was a YT that they would be making this much though. I just can't agree with that one.
Explain Elvis.
Explain Kim Kardashian.
Well, Michael Jackson, we know he passed him. So
what about Kim Kardashian wearing braids?
Both colors now.
I think you guys are missing. Once again, you're saying it's Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson and Prince were Serena Williams. Look how Michael Jackson is 13 times more talented than Elvis ever dreamt to be. Like however, when Elvis fell asleep and he thought about being talented, he was like, "This is who I am." Michael Jackson was that at 10 years old. So Mike ended up being Mike in spite of the fact that he was black. Like, but if Mike was white, even though he tried, if Mike was white, he would have been. It wouldn't be close. If Mike was white, it wouldn't be close. It would be a wash, bro. It would be, brother, when I tell you guys this, you guys don't understand, man. If Mike was white, it would be, he would be the Beatles, himself, and the Eagles wrapped in one person, and Drake. That's how much his sales were.
Mike was that man, and was that man, bro. Everybody knows that Mike was that man.
Man, y'all missing the point. I'm not arguing if Mike was the man or not.
Everybody knows that Mike was that man. Motherfuckers would faint just staring at that man,
in spite of being black. If Obama was a white,
he was a man globally, bro. Globally.
Please stop talking over me.
Even though
if Obama was a white man, he would be regarded as the greatest president of all time. If, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, y'all missing the point. You're missing the point. You're saying, oh, they love our swag. They really don't give a fuck about our swag. They just steal it anyway. They don't care about our swag. They just steal it. And then when they do it, it's the biggest.
That don't make sense, bro. That don't make sense. You said they don't want it, but they steal it. It's obvious they want it.
You're not listening, Laugh.
I'm telling you, they don't care about our swag. They don't. It ain't like they get it and they like, oh, we got this from black people. Let's pay them appropriately. They don't do that. They just go, oh, I like how Laugh does that as a black man. I'm gonna steal that and appropriate it, and then they take it and it's freaking. The same thing they did with rock, the same thing they did with country, the same thing they did with jazz. That's what they do, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. There's too much history on this and currently happening right before our eyes. Where's the argument? You're saying all that, brother, this shit is crazy that it went on this long. This shit is wild. The point is let's get back to the point. In America, men oppress women. Same way men oppress women across the globe. There is no two-way street. Women don't oppress men. They don't. How? Name the social, political, or economic apparatus. Oh, Venice put $10 on Laugh Head. They got 15 on James Head too. Name the apparatus that women use to oppress men. Go ahead, Laugh. Kev.
Say that again.
Name the apparatus or institution that women use to oppress men.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think either sides oppress each other. I don't know where this oppressing stuff coming from. Like, who's stopping them from messing with the guy that they want to or going to these clubs? Nobody's stopping them. Who's stopping them to come on this app from talking and saying they impressed? I'm far left when it comes to that oppressed stuff because I don't like this the mentality stuff, man. Because I think we way powerful.
The mentality or the reality are
bro. Let me just finish, bro. I'm talking to public. Ain't I? Dang, what the heck? All I'm saying is that we keep acting like we weaker than we are. We way stronger than this. As black people,
this is why it's hard to listen.
Yeah, right. That's why you should be in the comments. What the heck is going on? You got to come and say something.
I promise I'm much more knowledgeable than you.
Okay, stay down here. I don't care about that.
For the live, but you're kind of slow.
I don't want to be center attention. Come up here. What the heck?
Hold on, man. Kev, I brought you up here because you kind of prompted this whole thing. So I'm just curious, what are you talking about? You don't think oppression exists? You don't think that you sound like a white T man right now?
It's not that, because I want us to be stronger than we supposed to be. I think we keep limiting ourselves. We keep telling people that we getting stopped by. I think if we talking about limits, right? Or if it's a invisible wall, we not going to have an invisible wall at? It's going to be stuff. That means that it's stuff we just got to grind. We got to grind to overpower.
Assumptions. Like, you just saying stuff.
I'm not making no assumptions.
It's always going to be oppression. Like, what are you talking about? Don't think like that. That's dumb.
No, I did not say that. I'm saying that according to
what you Kev, stop. That is what you just said, bro. You just said there's always it's invisible walls. That's always gonna be there. That's oppression. The invisible. Oh
yeah. Okay, if you want to say that, yeah, yes. Because it's gonna be a limit. We can't do whatever we want to do. That's anywhere. Because that's that. If we live free, we'll be hurting one another. What do you mean?
Who told you that?
That's human nature. If somebody can steal, they're gonna steal. Yes, it is. We get taught. We get taught for discipline and stuff. We get taught all that by our parents. And whoever believe in whatever, all these beliefs, that's what help us.
This is nuts, bro.
So what you saying? You learned. So where you get your morals from? Where yours come from?
I was born with them.
It is no, boy. You must be an angel or something. What the heck?
Nah, I'm just playing. No, you learn morals through your development, right? So
yeah,
my morals have changed the older I got too. I had different morals when I was 25. I was more immoral when I was younger. I'm more moral now.
Yeah.
I had less empathy when I was in my teens, in my 20s. I was hyper violent. I didn't care. You know what I mean? And now I'm like way more empathetic. And I ain't the most empathetic person, but I'm way more empathetic, and I'm way more, cognizant of the harms that I can perpetuate against other groups of people, and so on and so forth. So yeah, no, I mean, my morals have definitely sharpened, but morality is the things that I have. It's something that we all, we grow, we learn, right? As we get older. Hi, baby. Go ahead, Moon.
No, I came up here to agree with you. I don't understand the counter argument that oppression's always going to be there. It sounds to me like you're conceding the argument that men do oppress women and women don't oppress men. Like that's kind of the whole point.
Is that what you heard?
It sounded like a concession to me.
We're gonna have an invisible wall. We're gonna have a limit. That's what I said. I never said oppression.
We talking about women. We're talking about women. Not
no matter what you're talking about, we all gonna have limits. So
where do women?
You talking about women? Those... I'm talking about all of us.
Hold on, y'all. Kev. Where do the limits come from?
Life itself. We gonna limit each other, even if we was all to control something, right?
No, sir. Where do the limits come from for Black people in this country? Do we limit ourselves, or did we put up these walls around us, or did somebody else or some other group or some other system put them?
Okay, can I ask this? What type of limit you talking about? Because I need to be on the same page. Well, what limit? What is our limit?
That's a great question. So, are you familiar with the concept of like upward mobility?
No.
Okay, so that's the idea that's the ability to be born in a certain socioeconomic at a certain socioeconomic level and ascend up, right? So when I was born, my mama made $30,000 in the 80s and 90s or whatever it is, right? Which is $70,000 now, let's say, which it wasn't. I'm just making up a number, right? So, and I grew up in poverty, which I did, and but I have moved. You know what I'm saying? I'm like upper middle class right now. I'm middle class. I'm not upper. I'm middle class. I'm like solidly in the middle. So I'm middle class now, right? So I ascended, because I'm not living in poverty anymore. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, right? Okay, cool. There are walls built around Black people. There are obstacles. There are walls and all of these things where only a certain amount of Black people will be able to do that. And white people, to be honest with you. But more so, there's more walls and more obstacles for Black people, right? Because we're Black, right? And there's more walls and more obstacles for Black women. Right? So we got to go through, if we got to jump over 3 walls, Black women got to jump over 6 walls to do the same thing, to get to the same destination. The same 100 meter dash, right? Me, you, Moon, we all running the same 100 meter dash, right? But we Black men, and there's 3 walls for us. We're going to have to hurdle 3 walls. Black women going to have to hurdle 6 walls because they're Black and they're women. You see what I'm saying? So that's and these systems are these walls were all set up, not by women, by men. And you can't deny that. There's no two-way streets in there. There's no, it goes both ways in there. Women didn't do that to us. Men did that to us and to other, men did it to other men and women. They don't give a fuck. But the crazy thing is to see, then imagine in that same race where we all start on the same start line, right? Me, Kev, Moon, all the women in here, we all start on the same start line. You got a motherfucker like Kev. You got a motherfucker like Kev telling the women, he literally could see the women struggling because they got to jump over 6 walls. He telling them it's their fault. He telling them it goes both ways. What did they should have made better choices. That's what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. That is inconsiderate. That is insensitive. That's also dangerous for women. You foster a dangerous environment for women and children when you do that, when you ignore the very real and present danger for women and children. When you say it's there, oh, we got to blame the women, you're making it unsafe for them now. Right? That's what I'm saying. You're running cover for the dangerous men who are throwing the obstacles at you, bro. They fucking King Koopa. They throwing turtle shells at us and fireballs and shit at us. And you turn around telling the black women, you should have ducked, should have jumped. That's not cool. I think that that's harmful. I think that that's toxic. I don't think that helps anybody. And you playing this game that it goes both ways is wild. You saying that Mario and Luigi are just as responsible for what's going on in fucking Princess Peach's kingdom as King Koopa is nuts. You saying Princess Peach, Mario, and Luigi are just as guilty as King Koopa. Like, what? That don't make no fucking sense. That don't add up, bro. It doesn't track at all. And the fact that you refuse to listen, and here's the thing, Kevin, you can tell me if I'm wrong, and I don't want to put your business out there, but I got to a little bit. I think that a lot of the reason why you feel this way is because I think you are very unlucky in love when it comes to women. I don't think you've had I think it's been tough for you, right? Me personally, I could be wrong about that, but I think that is fueling this hatred or this disdain, sorry, not hatred, this disdain that you have for women. That's what I think personally.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, you got me all wrong. But yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, you got me all the way wrong. I mean, I got a hatred towards men too, then, because I talk to, but whatever.
Don't talk about men. You got to stop saying that. You don't talk about.
How I literally had a live about men lying is one of the reasons. Huh?
You don't try to hold men accountable for anything. What should men be held accountable for?
The lack of discipline they have. I think that's one of their biggest things. I always say that. I actually came in your live before and talked about that, about these passport bros and all that stuff. I'm not with it.
You're not with passport bros?
No, remember I came in here and told you about that.
No, I'm asking you why. Why not?
Because that's some fake stuff. They just a cry for help. That's just like the rest of the bear stuff and all that other stuff. That's just a cry. Because we all hurt by one another. That's the problem. But I wanted to say no.
You don't think what you're doing is a crime? That's what I'm saying. You sound like them.
No. I mean, yeah, right. When you're not used to, yeah, when you're not used.
Except for you not talking about leaving the country.
I guess whatever I get perceived as, it is what it is. I can't really and I'm about to fight for people that's not even trying to understand. So
wait. Yeah, hold on, Kev. Yeah. What do passport bros say about women? What do they say about them?
I don't know. I'm not one. I don't even know what they do. I haven't stuck around long enough for that.
You don't know. Then why do you have a problem with them? If you don't even know what
I don't like the fact that they always gotta yell about I'm about to leave and these are no good and all that. That's the reason why I'm leaving. And then the one you had on this panel before and all, I was like, no, why is you going all the way out there just to get some buns when you can do that here? And then you want to mess these women up that that's ready for family and all this other stuff. You going out there for what? So I mean, I was actually last week I was in your room talking about that.
You're saying the women. I got you. So you're saying that you're saying that the passport bros be saying these women is messed up and blah blah blah, right? And you're not saying the same thing, because the same things you're saying about the women are the same things I've heard them say. They say the same stuff, like verbatim. The only difference is you're not talking about flying out the country. That's the only difference. But you say the exact same stuff about them. twerking.
Yeah, I think both of us
they need to be held accountable for picking their baby daddies. Huh?
Yeah, most definitely, yes. What? Everybody got something they got to get held accountable for. I don't get why this is the not hold women accountable room for.
Lord God, help me.
Hey, Public, I just wanted to say, I just wanted to say that I hear you. When I hear you say it sounds like you don't have your way with women. And the only reason I say I hear it is because when men say choose better, it sounds like you should have picked me or somebody like me. And they don't want to hold the man accountable for going over there and messing a woman up. They want to hold the woman accountable for not picking a man like them. Like, you should have picked someone like me. I wouldn't have did you like that. I wouldn't have hurt your feelings. I wouldn't have cheated. We could have been a family. That's what it sounds like. I'm not saying that's the truth, but that's how it sounds.
Yeah, you're right. And
that's literally what it sounds like to me.
You talking to a guy that's been abstinent for the past. I'm not worried about none of that, getting all that stuff or whatever, man. I'm actually just waiting on my wife, and I'm not mad like the rest of them, you know. So I mean, I think everybody else fighting for it, but that's just not me.
For a long time.
For the last 4 years, yeah, most definitely. Yes, because there's something within myself I had to kind of make sure it was all right. Everything, the way I react to certain things, I had to make sure that I didn't have my horny goggles on when I make my choosings, because I know that I try to choose better. I'm not scared of that word, but you know, because I realize a lot of men have that problem. You know, that's why all this stuff is judged based off of. I actually just left a live yesterday talking about that. You gotta have smacks on the first date, and I'm like, man, what the heck? No, you don't. Get the time to get to know a woman. Get the time.
Why do you think it's so hard for you to find?
That's one of men's problems.
Woman.
I'm not searching for real. I'm not really searching. I've been focusing low key on this, actually just pushing my messages out and trying to help people.
Been focused on getting a girl,
bringing awareness. Nah, not really though. I do need to though. I ain't gonna lie. I've been loving peace so much. My bad.
When I saw you on that dating show on here, DNS, that wasn't you. Was just doing that for fun.
That was you talking about twice. Yeah, I've been on 2 of them, I guess. I was on 2. Actually, the first one I didn't know. I liked what they was talking about, and I'm like, dang, so I had to go with the both of the times I low key was going with the flow. I don't know if you was in, what's her name? I forgot her name though, but I went up there and she said she didn't have a topic, and then she like, no, we doing dating, and I dropped down. Then she called me back up. She like, just come up and do it. I said, okay, I entertain it. So I just went up there and entertained it. So yeah. Actually, I do need to get out here. I ain't gonna even lie though. I guess y'all. This is about the third person that said something. I might have to do something. But no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it probably wasn't you, like not directly, but it's just the fact that you mentioned that.
To get out there. I just think it ain't been going your way. That's what I think personally. No. Okay.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I ain't pressed like that, my brother. I ain't pressed.
I'll take your word for it. I ain't got, you know what I'm saying? All of your behaviors and all of your rhetoric is pointing to that. Like, I'm not playing. Like, I don't know. Like, and you trying to gaslight me right now and act like what I'm saying doesn't, like,
because y'all don't know me. That's the thing.
That's far from the truth. It's like, how could, like, listen to what's going on. You have a disdain for women. You will not accept any responsibility for the harmful rhetoric that you regurgitate and vomit all over this app. You lie constantly about calling it both ways. You don't. You literally just talk crap about women all the time. You said you're abstinent for 4 years. I believe it. Is it by choice? I don't know, but I do know that. And then you said that. Well, yeah, you know, I'm not really focused on women, but you were in multiple dating shows, and I've seen you in one for sure. So nothing adds, like, none of that adds up to me to being like, this is a man that's not pressed to get women. He's just living his best life, and he really loves women.
Yeah, you got me. Right. But I want to give it back on that oppressed thing, because I see this as just a humiliate capture. I'm good on that though, but I know I ain't got to prove myself to not this group. I got too many people on this app that know of me, so just got to talk around, ask around, what care about, you know what I'm saying? So that's all it is. Yeah, because I really don't have to. I don't have no reason to lie on here. I'm straightforward. So you just go
lie to yourself. You ain't lying to me.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. I'm lying to myself.
It's kind of like joining a bunch of lives and arguing about LeBron and Michael Jordan being the greatest or who isn't, and then saying, I don't really care about basketball like that. I ain't been watching it.
Yeah,
I don't watch basketball. I just like to argue this topic.
You spot on, bro. You spot on. That is crazy. Yeah, y'all so spot on. But I wanted to say about that when you was talking about that they holding us back. This thing is built up to hold us back. Real talk, only thing holding us back is us not getting along with our own family. Because if you saying black people getting held back here, right? I see black people that come from that don't live in America come over here, get degrees, get business and all that stuff. So why that black person not getting held back?
Do you not study these topics enough, or do you just scroll through the internet and
do
see
you
these
not
things?
Listen at all, or you just wait to just run your mouth?
I heard you, but you would understand that those people can come over here and do those things because of the backs of our work, the civil rights movement. That's why they can come at all.
It's another black person. What the heck?
Hold on. I'm gonna keep going. Let me cook right quick. First. When they got over here and they set up shop. Those shops weren't burnt down, and they weren't redlined into smaller communities where they couldn't do it again. Jacksonville, Florida, Lake Lanier in Georgia, the Black Wall Street, all of these places where black people set up the same stuff you said we don't do. They came and burnt down because we were doing better than them. They did not like it, so they came and burnt it down. By the time that we could start doing those things again, they had already taken our resources from us. And guess what? Those immigrants that you see that come over here, they are the top of the top. They have to be the top of their country to make it over here. And these are smart people. These aren't just regular African or immigrants or whatever. These are the top of the top. They get over here and they earn that way because they believe in community. They live in the same houses for 5 or 6 years. They live off 5 or 6 incomes. They split rent 6 ways, and then they go buy properties. They don't then get those torn down by the same people who told them to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. You got to stop scrolling TikTok and actually read these topics.
That's crazy. Yeah, you know so much, my brother. So okay, let's see our solution.
But maybe
because he swear he know what he talking about, but he whatever.
Why does that anger you?
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So what we gonna do about it? That's my thing. That's the question I was about to ask. We keep crying in this room. All I hear is crying, right? This happened to me and that happened to me. I'm actually giving solutions, unlike a lot of people, right? Because we got to change ourselves first. It's change ourselves first.
Not a solution. Stop lying.
Okay, so what's your solution then?
That's not a solution. I think that. Brother, I think not lying.
Of course, that's a solution.
Saying stuff like, we're not oppressed. America is, as an American, you're not really like saying stuff like that. I think stuff like that should stop like yesterday. I think that shit is harmful and toxic.
So if we are oppressed, what we gonna do about it? I think
running away from the entire.
I'm fighting through it no matter what. I'm not a person that sit there and cry about it all day and don't do nothing about it. I'm the type that always try to override things.
I think starting this argument the way that you did and then running from it is hilarious.
Boy, you got so much to say, my brother. Dang.
What makes you think that you are? What makes you think I'm sitting here crying about anything?
Because all I keep hearing is this happened back in 1945 and that happened. So what about now? What we gonna do about these things that happened to us back then? What we gonna do about it now? What we gonna do? Right. Because we can talk about the origination, right, of dang, back then they used to get treated this way. So they not getting treated this way now? Like what dude is stopping them from going to the clubs that they want to go to? What's stopping the men from sleeping with the women they want? Huh?
Did I just say redlining? That was the first thing I said. I also want to say starting that argument and then running from it is kind of silly.
I wonder who's stopping you from running your mouth on this phone.
Why does it make you so angry that I'm talking? Why are you so bothered by it?
Because nobody have an answer. They keep going past what they talking about. I'm deflecting like crazy every time I ask a question.
So wait,
okay,
for sure, I haven't attacked you once. I mean,
who's attacking you, brother?
I read the super chat. I don't know what's going on. They got 15 on Kev Head, by the way. They got 15 on James Head too. Midnight Snack says abstinence implies choice. He not abstinent because he wants to be. He's not abstinent because he wants to be. He forgot the involuntary part. You repel women. Jesus Christ. Appreciate the super chat too. I got another one. Midnight Snack said, all these are hold on. And these are the males. I can't see. Hold on. And these are the males that are leaders. We are supposed to submit to these remedial ass dudes. This inept ass dude thinks he can hold women accountable. I know he got a case manager. Damn, man. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, fam. I don't know about. I'm telling you, Kev. Ain't nobody on here crying, brother. Like that's the thing. I don't think that you understand that we are some of us like. Like, I don't know what you think. Like, I don't know what you think. I don't know if you don't understand that we could walk and chew gum at the same time, right? I could talk about being a victim while still progressing. I don't know why you think it's an either or thing. To me, the only people that think it's an either or thing are the people who don't want to address it at all. You know what I'm saying? They are typically the ones who it's either or to them. Go ahead, James. James, you there? You unmuted.
Oh yeah, look, there's like 6 men here with me watching. So some of the stuff is just multiple people asking me to ask things. We just listening, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't said nothing like 5 minutes.
Ask
We
the
all
question.
just listening
What's
to everything that's going
what's
on.
the question?
I'm just
They
listening,
was
bro.
asking stuff. Ask the questions. I'm with it.
You said that
Yeah, by all means.
hold on, let me ask him again. Hold up.
Hey y'all, let's keep Oh, okay.
They said they just
Cool.
listening.
Let's
right
like up
now.
the
Y'all go
live, man.
ahead.
Man,
Y'all
the
go
cash
ahead.
app
We
one
just
time.
listening.
Keep the live alive. This is crazy. $1 a do is 433 people in here, 257 people on the YouTubes. It's like 700 people. Let's do it, man. $1 a do you. Go ahead, Kev. I think the thing that I'm trying to figure out is why do you feel like we can't walk and chew gum at the same time? Like, do I look like I'm struggling or something like that, and I'm sitting back crying, and I'm just so oppressed? Like, do you think that's what's going on, or do you think that I'm just acknowledging a real reality for the vast majority of people, specifically Black people and Black women in this country and Black children? Appreciate you, Kim. I don't understand why do you feel like it's an either or thing?
Yeah, because the thing is, and I'm not saying it's either or, but I just still haven't heard. That just might be me, right? Just like you haven't seemed like you haven't heard enough about me, but every time I come or might roll past your room or something like that, all I keep saying is, and I feel it, man, this is where it originated from, and men did this, and no good men, and why this men that whatever, I guess just as bad, I don't know. But I don't never see like how to avoid
Why
these
would I
type of
tell
men,
women how
or
to avoid
watch
men?
out, or
That's
these are
stupid.
the steps. This is how you vet.
That's not the only
Gosh,
thing.
because that's the only
Kev,
thing we can
that's
control.
stupid.
That's the
not
only thing we
we
can control.
We can control ourselves. What are you talking about? What are you talking
Exactly right.
I didn't say
You
what you
just
just
said
said.
it. You just said what I said.
If
I
I
said we can only control ourselves, and then you said you can only control yourselves, or we can only control ourselves. You said the same thing.
what if a white tea person came in here and told us this is how you avoid this type of white tea man, instead of complaining
That'd
about
be crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. That's the same thing you're doing right now with women.
My boy
This
doing
is,
random stuff every time.
That's
That's
not
so
random.
crazy, boy.
you don't think that's analogous?
What you trying to turn this conversation into? I'm talking about solution. This dude gonna come with a whatever YT,
Do you not
man.
think that that's analogous? Can you participate in the argument instead of like the
It
banter?
ain't no argument because you keep throwing random silly stuff in here out of nowhere
Moon.
every
Hey, brother,
time.
I appreciate
Okay,
you coming.
I see why your name Moon.
You too. It ain't even Moon fault. He ain't gonna do nothing wrong.
I know, but is he throwing it all off? I'm trying to get some type of understanding in some way. That's all I'm trying to build.
Appreciate you, China. That man agitates you for no reason. It's weird.
Yeah, he do, because every time we about to get somewhere, he keep throwing his little 2 cents in there.
Yeah, I like it too. Appreciate you.
What about a white tea man if he come in here in the box?
I think
right,
Moon was on point, personally. But yeah. I think Moon was on point.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, because I love this stuff. I actually love this. Like, that's the reason why I even be having you on my platform too, man, because I like expanding my mind. I can admit sometimes if I'm wrong or whatever the situation, but it's stuff I do stand on no matter what y'all say. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe we need to toughen up. I do believe there's so much stuff.
I don't stand on
but,
nothing.
You know, I love the challenge.
When I say that, I'm saying,
huh?
My mind can be changed about anything. Yeah. Coming in,
I'm open-minded too. I feel it. I feel it.
I'm gonna stand on this no matter what.
Things.
And the no matter what is fucking everything you've been saying, because you ain't changed your mind at all. You just keep deflecting. You haven't taken any accountability. But I think this video is also weird too. Hold on, we gonna listen to this one.
Swear you can't mention not a piece of word about a woman at all. Yeah, because this last post must have just hit a nerve. This junk is crazy.
Yep.
I mean, poses like this, because they like other men and dislike strongly other women. I'm not gonna say that other word. This is what happened when you treat majority of them like little kids. They have little kid responses and stuff. Like, where do we get this from? I gave a few reasons why we have been hearing about women from podcasts and all, and we know the deal. I just said it on, y'all check the other video out, okay, if y'all really. But basically, this is sad that nobody can't say anything. And responsibility, so I see my man's done made a whole video about me. Responsibility, that's not the only thing they need to be responsible for. It's so many other things. It's behaviors. It's throwing that booty on a freaking pole and all that other stuff. There's so many things. So stop acting like women is innocent. This is sad. I mean, like, even I thought about another comment, right? Just leave us alone. If you don't want to mess with us, leave us alone. Like, ain't nobody talking to none of y'all anyways. We talking about the ones that's willing to change and stuff. It's obvious that some of y'all don't even know what change is. Y'all can care less. Accountability, that's what I'm saying. Everybody got their own weird definition on it. It's just being aware of your decisions you made in your life. So you can try to make some type of changes. Sometimes somebody got to bring the awareness to you. That's the difference. And everybody got something they got to be accountable for. But let me guess, women is perfect, man, and men has always been the problem. Everybody got statistics on that, but not nothing on the women. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But y'all want a better community.
You know what's crazy about that, Kev? Is that you're answering your own question. Like, in your own video. You did it in your other video too. You contradicted like by the end of the video, you were like, yeah, women do got the kids, which is the accountability part, right? Because they have the kids. You like, yeah, women do got they do take accountability because they got the kids. But you know, I'm like, that's them taking accountability. That's it. And then now you like, oh, yeah, you know, I mean, everybody got statistics on the men, but they can't seem to find none of the women. You didn't connect that dot. You was right there and you didn't connect that dot. That dot was sitting right in front of your freaking nose. And you didn't, all you had to do was just take that other dot and ping them motherfuckers together. That's all you had to do. Instead, you went around it. Like, come on, fam. That's crazy. I got to ask you a question. Essence sent the Cash App. She wanted to ask you, can you tell us one positive experience you've had with a woman?
Yeah. Express love was around pick me up. Sure. My mother, sure. Willing to listen. I mean, it's a bunch of them. I don't get what the I had a positive experience with everybody. Man,
yeah, go ahead, James.